Greetings to all my subscribers. In this video, I want to talk about a city in America that needs to be talked about. I've been to this city a lot of times. I have relatives who live there, and how many times I've been there. I've been there as a child. I think like one or two, three or four or five times. Went there as a teenager. Then I went there as a young adult. This city that I'm going to talk about is Los Angeles.
Hi, Nick Siegel here, president of Partners Trust, and we're here in Los Angeles at the La Brea Tar Pits. You do need to watch your step. Let's take a look at Los Angeles.
That's right, I'm going to talk about Los Angeles, LA, the city of angels, that place. Yeah, and it has all these things in it. And I have it written down on paper. It is Hollywood, palm trees, traffic, smog, movie capital of the world, other forms of world-class entertainment, sunshine, movie stars, skiing, fake narcissistic people, and very unfriendly people, and is deemed the worst place ever. That is LA in a nutshell. The city that is the home of Rodney King getting beaten to death by a bunch of LAPD officers, cops. Then after that, after the 4 police officers were found not guilty of beating Rodney King, that sparked the LA riots, which had people just destroying parts of the city and looting and looting stores or whatnot. Yeah. And they did all this because they were mad because these 4 police officers were acquitted. Um, yeah. Yeah. Also, it's the city where former football legend O.J. Simpson, who was in the most bizarre police chase on a freeway called the 405. His friend Al Callings was driving the Ford Bronco, and OJ was riding in the back, and the chase was really slow. I mean, a bunch of cops and police cars, like a ton of them, were like following them down the 405. Yeah, and also also had the Northridge earthquake that destroyed a freeway interchange somewhere. And speaking of earthquakes, I think there was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake that I think that shook Kern County. It was felt by people in Los Angeles and the rest of Southern California and Baja California and Mexico. Okay, enough of that. I'm just gonna focus on LA, and I have something that I found online. It is a post from Vice Media, from Vice, and the post is by Jamie Lee Curtis Tati, and she posted this on November the 26th of 2012, and it's titled "Reasons Why Los Angeles is the Worst Place Ever." I decided not to show myself, so don't worry, I'll show myself in other videos. Okay. Reasons why Los Angeles is the worst place ever. And it starts out as, I recently moved from London to Los Angeles. Despite the fact that LA is the undisputed worst place in the entire world, I've been trying super hard to like it. Mainly because I like being that guy who likes that thing everyone else hates just to annoy people. Which reminds me, people I know in real life. I never really liked Scarlet or Twilight. You shouldn't seen your faces though. Liking LA also seems to be a thing lately. I've seen a bunch of articles about it. Like this one by Joseph Gordon Lively that people kept sending me. In it, he talks about how LA is superior to New York because you can sing in the car when you're stuck in traffic, and also he once saw the movie Swingers here. Anyway, below are the main things that have been annoying me since moving to LA. There is danger everywhere. In London, the worst that can happen while you're out walking around is maybe stepping in a puddle or getting happy slapped. Here I have to worry about drive-bys and forest fires and mountain lions and the big one, earthquakes, and rattlesnakes and brain-eating parasites and home invasions and fucking tsunamis. Why did someone think it would be a good idea to build a city here? I guess because of the nice weather, I guess, and the climate. Yeah, that's these LA just completely like polluted with smog from cars. They're stuck in traffic. Yeah. It's it's impossible to have a normal night out in London or New York or Paris or any other city on earth. Going out means either walking slash talking public transportation to a bar or club, then maybe walking to another place after that, then taking a cab home. This becomes problematic in Los Angeles because public transportation does not exist. No, it doesn't exist. That's true. Well, I've been there. It doesn't exist. And I'm pretty sure cabs don't exist either. No, they don't. This means everyone drinks and drives, and I'm not sure if you've seen those ads about it on TV, but drinking and driving is really, really, really not okay. Then you have to find somewhere to park or pay a bunch of money to a valet and then line up to get in, and then before you know it, you just paid $30 to get into a yoga rave that's 10 minutes from ending. You've forgotten where you parked, and oh shit, you got a ticket, a parking ticket. If you park next to a fire hydrant or park next to a parking meter, if you didn't put any money in or pay it through an app on your smartphone, yeah, you're going to get a parking ticket. Oh shit, you got a ticket. Fun times. There is hippie bullshit absolutely everywhere. Every time I think I've met a normal person, I find out they're extremely into some kind of new age nonsense. Did you know that Mercury is the retrograde right now? Me too, and I really, really shouldn't know that. Hippie. Oh yeah, I want to talk about that. I think when I was in the first grade or kindergarten, I think the first or second grade, I'll remember. My teacher, I think my first or second grade teacher, was a hippie. I used to live in California. I lived there because my dad was stationed in the military. Yeah, and me, my mom, my sister, and my brother. We all lived out there. We lived in a city called Oceanside. Actually, we didn't live in Oceanside. We lived on a military base called Camp Pendleton military base because my dad was stationed in the military there, and yeah, we went to Oceanside to do some like shopping and went to cities and went to San Diego and Lemon Grove and other cities to do some shopping and looking around. Yeah, yeah, I went to this school in San Marcos, California. It's about like miles away from Oceanside. It's called Alvin Dunn. And I don't remember the name of my teacher. My teacher was a hippie. She was a woman. She was a hippie, and she had a helper, which was this hot, sexy Mexican woman. She was hot, really hot. She was cute. Yeah, and I don't know. She did hippie stuff. I don't remember, but she was pretty cool though. Yeah, just want to talk about that. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, let's see. I'm gonna read gonna read the hippie bullshit absolutely everywhere again. Every time I think I've met a normal person, I find out they're extremely into some kind of new age nonsense. Do you know that Mercury is a retrograde right now? Me too, and I really shouldn't know that. Ugh. There are too many different extreme sports. Fully grown adult people take skateboarding very seriously almost everywhere I go. As embarrassing and awful as that is, I've come to accept it as part of my life. However, in LA, not only do people take skateboarding super seriously, there's like 60 other alternate modes of transportation people are into too. Like those teeny tiny little plastic skateboards, or those bikes where you stand up on them and run, and whatever the fuck those people are doing in that video up there. Yeah. Yeah. I tried, when I was little, I remember I was walking home with my sister on this path, through the, Camp Pendleton military base. It was a path, it was out in the middle of nowhere. We were heading back home into this neighborhood, and on the way back, I found a skateboard and took it home with me. I think someone who had the skateboard just dropped it there because it was broken. I tried to ride it, but it wasn't stable enough. I was a kid, I was dumb, and I just had it, and I tried to ride it. I couldn't ride the skateboard. But also, I know how to ride a bicycle. My mother taught me how to ride one, and I rode one. I couldn't ride all the way. I couldn't ride all the way into the deep in the heart of the military base or into Oceanside, because that was too far. I was too young, and I might probably get kidnapped. I tried to do that, but I got in trouble. So plus on the military base, I had to worry about there was a bunch of rabbits all over the place. There was scorpions, rattlesnakes, tarantulas, all kinds of and I think I didn't see any mountain lions or saw some coyotes. Well, yeah. So I had to worry about all of it. So I had to worry about all of that walking through that area on the military base. Yeah. Okay. There are broken dreams everywhere you look. About 90% of the people you encounter here are apprising, i.e. failed actors. Nothing bums me out harder than a person with an unfulfilled dream. The only two times I ever cried at the movies was the part in Jumping Jack Flash when Whoopi gets stood up by her date, and the part in True Lies where Jamie Lee Curtis looks in the mirror and realizes she's not a babe anymore. I seriously just cannot stand to see someone disappointed. There's a guy who lives near my apartment in a literally pile of garbage, and he staples photocopies of his headshots around the neighborhood, picture above, and his website is listed as youtube.com, and I googled him, and his only friends in the entire world were some pigeons, but then animal control came and killed them, And fuck, I'm crying again. Yeah. Yeah, people try to make it into the business and some fail, you know. Um, yeah, honestly, yeah, Hollywood is a cruel place. Yeah, where people from other parts of America, you know, in small towns and, you know, or in suburban cities come to make it big in the entertainment industry, and you know, they get rejected, you know. I guess, you know, I'm gonna say this, you know, I'm gonna talk about the music business. I mean, ever since American Idol came around, I mean, American Idol just grabs these like grab these like untalented people who look good, who can't sing worth a flip, and they get recording contracts with record labels. You know, the record labels don't care. They just get people just to make they just get good looking people who can't sing just to make money off of them, and they just enhance their voices with auto tunes. I don't know if they still do that or not. Yeah, and you know, like Hollywood, and and people, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I mean, they'll reject someone who doesn't look good, who can sing, who is talented, and they can have makeup artists to make them look good looking. They make them look good and look decent. But no, I mean, it doesn't matter if they look like train wrecks and they can sing really good. They just reject them, spit on them, take a shit on them, and just reject them. But they'll take someone who can't sing worth a flip, who don't have talent, and they just make stars out of them. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And you know, in movies nowadays that are made in Hollywood, they're all a bunch of remakes, and most of the movies are just affected by social justice warriors, political correctness, soccer moms and mom jeans that just make these movies so lame. I mean, and these movies suck. I mean, the only good movies in Hollywood that I see is movies made by Quentin Tarantino. You know, I like movies from Quentin Tarantino because I like his movies. Quentin Tarantino's movies are just off the wall and entertaining. You know, you know, I'm better off enjoying a Quentin Tarantino flick than watching a bunch of like sequels of Fast and the Furious and a bunch of remakes of movies, you know, and all this other garbage that sucks, you know, and also they just focus on special effects. I also heard there was gonna be another Terminator movie. The name of it is Terminator 6 Dark Faith. I think it's based on Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I don't know. After watching Terminator Salvation and Terminator Genesis, I mean, those are the worst movies I ever watched. I don't think you know what? I'll watch Terminator 6 Dark Faith. You know, I'm gonna see how good it is, but you know, you know, Terminator Genesis and Terminator Salvation, those movies are garbage. They suck. I mean, the only Terminator films that I really like, that are really decent with me, is the original, the Terminator, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Those are the only movies that are decent with me. Yeah, yeah. Terminator Salvation, Terminator Genesis, they suck. And I don't care for all these movies that are coming out now. They suck. Yeah. You know what? I think these failed actors are lucky. They don't have to act in they have to star in these shitty movies that Hollywood are cranking out. You know, they shouldn't be happy. They shouldn't be crying. You know, and they shouldn't be walking around living in garbage behind some apartment complex somewhere in L.A. I guess talking to pigeons. I guess and stapling their stapling pictures of themselves on papers all over parts of the city. You know, I think they just need to just go home. You know, because let's face it, Hollywood Tinseltown is a joke when it comes to movies and music. Just saying. Okay. The restaurants are so petrous, it's like a joke from a really unfunny movie making fun of LA. Urban Tacos, Fabricator, cunts. This is the menu at a place called Cafe Gratitude. All of their dishes have positive affirmations rather than names. So when you order, you're supposed to be like, "I am beautiful," to the waiter, and then the waiter will look at you and sincere and go, "You are beautiful." Shudder. When I've told friends from back home about Cafe Gratitude, they've been like, "Ew, are you fucking kidding me? That place sounds like the worst thing ever." But here, people are all, "I don't see what your problem is, dude. Try not being so negative all the time." And up on the wall with all the food hygiene certificate and stuff, they have this piece of shit. "On behalf of the present moment, thanks for filling it up occasionally." David Spade has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which essentially means that David Spade is one of the city's most celebrated residents. David Spade, star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I think I remember someone in Los Angeles who hated Donald Trump so much went to Donald Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and just destroyed it, just vandalized it. And I think I remember this, you know. Well, I think, you know, I'm not for defacing property, but you know, yeah, this person hated Donald Trump really bad, but you know, I think that person got busted for it. I mean, if I don't like someone, if I'm in Los Angeles, I'm not gonna go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and and destroy some star there on it. Speaking of Hollywood Walk of Fame, like, you know, I think around the Chinese Grossman Theater or the Dolby Theater where the Academy Awards is held at. I saw this on Google Maps. I mean, the roads are very crappy. They're in poor condition. They're just littered with cracks and potholes. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, you got all these wealthy movie stars and recording artists who live in Los Angeles. Well, I'm not gonna say they all live in LA. Like, they all live in different parts of America. Like, some live in New York, some live in Texas, some live in other parts of America, and some live overseas, you know, and some who, well, some movie stars who attend the Academy Awards, like they just catch a flight from where they are to fly to LA to attend the Academy Awards. And I don't care for the Academy Awards. I watched some in the past. The one from 2014 was really good. Then I think 20 the one from 2015 and one from 2016 kind of sucked. The 2017 was pretty good. I like that. The 2018 one, I think the one this year, I didn't watch that one, kind of sucked. But yeah. Just want to share that with all of you, if any one of you care about this. Okay. People think improv comedy is funny. I can't think of any other point in my life where a person has told me that I should go to see an improv comedy show, because obviously improv comedy is utterly crap. Since moving to LA, it's something that is recommended to me on an almost daily basis. Specifically, the Groundings, which you can see in the which you can see. I am missing something. I don't. They're just what? No one will ever tell you what their job is. Nobody can even just admit what it is they do for a job. People think there's some kind of shame in not being mega successful. So you'll meet someone and they'll say, "I'm a makeup artist on True Blood," and you'll grin, and you'll grill them on it for like 20 minutes. But they'll be really vague and you'll still have no idea what it is they do. So when you get home, you Google them, and it turns out makeup artist on True Blood actually means I'm a bartender. But one time I did some work in the building where they make the prosecutors of True Blood. This brings up something with me. I had a friend. His name was Mario Becerra, and he lived in El Monte, California. He was from there. I think he lived near Los Angeles, and I used to work with him at a job that I used to have at TJ Maxx in Longview, Texas. And he was running his mouth and he talked a lot and he was kind of wacko and out of control. I remember one day I called him out on his bullshit. Okay. He was talking about food has chemicals in it and they make you fat and make you overweight, and that's true. And I asked him, what kind of chemicals does food have in it? And he said, "I don't know." And I said, "If you don't know, then why you're talking about it?" When I said that, he got quiet. So basically I put him in his place, Yeah. And yeah, just want to share that too. Okay. Everyone is scared of Scientology. On multiple occasions, I have started talking about Scientology in a public space, and the person I'm talking to will go all wide-eyed and start looking around fanatically and whisper, yelling, "Hush!" before saying something vague about blacklisted forever in SUVs with tinted windows, running my friend off the road. At first, this was pretty hilarious, but now I've started doing it too. While I was writing this, I actually found myself thinking, wait, is it okay for me to mention Scientology in a blog? Should I use a phenomenon? But now I just want to find out if people have a real reason to be so paranoid or if they're just being idiots. So Scientology sucks. Okay. And yeah, that's the end of that. I'm just gonna say that, Los Angeles really does suck. I mean, and I experienced these people here on YouTube. I did a video up on my channel titled "Angelinos Are the Worst," and I talked about me being attacked by people, I think from Los Angeles or Orange County. Don't know where they're from, but I could tell how they are and how they talk. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, these people who attacked me on YouTube. It all started when I left a comment on a video on a channel called Daily Driven Exotics. And the name of the guy who owns the channel is DDD. He's a guy from Canada, and he had a sports car. It was really nice, and he was pulled over by a cop in Beverly Hills, California. Beverly Hills is a city that's completely surrounded by Los Angeles, and West Hollywood is bordered on the east by it. It's a city where it's the home of the Beverly Hills Hotel, the Pink Palace, and Rodeo Drive, and you have movie stars and television stars and music recording artists who and Hollywood business personnel that live there, and it also is the home of corporations that are ripping this country off. Well, anyway, DDD was pulled over by this cop in Beverly Hills, and the cop went and told him that after he showed him his driver's license, he looked at the driver's license and he said that are you from Canada? And I think DDD says this, is that any of your business or something like that? And he said, yeah, you handed me a Canadian driver's license, and the cop said that he needed a California driver's license to drive around in California, and DDD said, well, I got a Canadian driver's license, that's good enough. And that's good enough. And also the cop asked him, what were you doing in California? And he said, well, hey, is that any of your business? I mean, I'm just driving around, I'm just going to a restaurant. And the cop was lying on him, saying that he had modified exhaust on his car, and he didn't have a California's driver's license, and all of this. And he gave him a ticket, and DDD went to the police station in Beverly Hills to file a complaint. And yeah, and he did the right thing. After I watched that video, I left a comment, It was a very extensive, long comment, but it was really good. It was just me just giving my thoughts on the video. Then after that, I started getting a lot of comments. But yeah, I was getting a lot of comments, but I was getting a lot of likes. I think I remember I was getting like 155 likes on my comment. And that was good. Like, everybody liked the comment. Everybody's giving a bunch of likes. But at the same time, I was getting comments, I was getting bashed, which to me didn't make any sense. Okay, this first comment, I would think it was from a kid named Cho Dooley, a child. And Cho Dooley gave me a reply on my comment and said this. New Manchester, at first, when I read your comment, it turned out to be an essay, but I didn't bother reading it. It turned out to be an essay, so I decided not to read it. Then I got another one. I think his name is Hyper, and he said this. Couldn't bother reading all of it, but I liked it. Then another one dropped a comment and said this. I mean, I don't think that's his car. I mean, is he registered in BC, British Columbia? Is that car's registered to him? We don't know. Then one dropped another comment and said this. You weren't even there. Why did you have to write a book? Then another one, I think I remember her name, Tamara McDonald. She said this. New Manchester, it's just a video. You didn't have to pour your heart and soul into this. And she left a crying face on her comment. Then I responded back to Cho Dooley. Then some asshole named Black and White came and said this. New Manchester, that doesn't make any sense. No! And that's what he said. So I was attacked by all these people. Then I made a video about it. Then after that, I think the next day after that, I went into my channel and Black and White have the nerve to send me a comment telling me that I misspelled a word up on my video that I uploaded on my channel. Told me I misspelled it and told me how to spell it. Then I sent him a comment. Okay, if you can tell me I misspelled a word, then you can talk to me about what I said to you that didn't make any sense. And I think I remember like sending him a comment and he never replied. Okay. After I sent him a reply on that, okay, if you can tell me I misspelled a word, then you can tell me what I said to you that didn't make any sense. And out from nowhere, some random guy, I don't remember his username, he sent a comment saying this to me. Get off, bro. Then I sent him a comment. I sent him a reply, and I replied by this. Fuck you, asshole. All in capital letters. So, yeah. I mean, so it seemed to me people in LA they're just in la land. They just don't have a clue. Yeah, they're just out there, and it's kind of funny, there was this guy named there's this guy who used to live out there. He's Russian. I don't know if he lived in LA or not, or Beverly Hills. I mean, I used to sub to his channel. I don't sub to him anymore because I had a friend that told me that he was making fun of his subs and he was very suspicious and he never replies to his subs or anybody who replies on his channel. And he thinks that everybody but him is a moron. His name is Igor the Russian. I'm a former sub to him. Okay. Igor talked about in his video, he talked about people in Los Angeles Um, looked like they just got out of prison, and he talked about people in Los Angeles and Orange County, like when you try to like talk to them and try to talk to them and get to know them, um they don't want to talk to you, and it's like or for them to talk to you and be part of their group, like it's like talking to them is like being on an audition for a part in a movie or a television show, which is ridiculous. It's just silly. Yeah, and Igor lives in Russia now, and and he doesn't have to put up with that crap anymore. Yeah. I have relatives who live in Los Angeles. Well, actually, I have a bunch of relatives who live in Los Angeles. I also have some relatives who live in Long Beach, California. Yeah, don't know nothing about the relatives in L.A., but I know about one or two of them in Long Beach. That's about it. So yeah, um, so yeah, yeah. I'm from California. I'm a Southern Calif. I'm from Southern California. I'm not from L.A. I'm not from there. From Oceanside, California. You know, I heard that city is just totally dangerous now. Like missing people, a high crime rate, a high homeless slash poverty rate, and I think my sister dubbed that place as the Wild Wild West. Um, my sister told me that Oceanside used to, you used to be safe. Well, yeah, it was safe. It had some crime here and there, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. And plus, it's very expensive out there anyway. Like gasoline is gasoline is like $3 a gallon. Um, wow. I heard that at the DMV, like it costs you like $500 to register your car. So that takes a huge chunk out of your paycheck. Yeah, even though the jobs pay good out there, but I mean the cost of living just sucks your pockets dry. Like it's just extremely expensive. I don't know. I'm out of touch, but I think I need to look into what's going on. But I think some Southern Californians and or some people. So I think some Southern Californians are probably gonna come across this video and probably just load up on me and just bash the crap out of me. But I got a thick skin. I just probably just ignore them or just block them or just delete their comments. You know. Yeah. Anyway. Also. I want to talk about this. Going back to Los Angeles. I remember I watched the Academy Awards. I think there was this segment during the Academy Awards where Jimmy Kimmel had some people on a bus, tourists, come to the Dolby Theater and thought they're gonna walk into in a museum. Okay, they go there on a bus. They walk in, and they are surprised to see all these movie stars. People like Denzel Washington. Let's see, well, not movie stars. Yeah, movie star Denzel Washington. I don't remember all of them. Like I think I saw Dwayne Johnson, who was The Rock, who wrestled in the WWE. Justin Timberlake, who did the opening for the Oscars in 2017. Yeah, this is the Oscars 2017. I mean, Yeah, Justin Timberlake did his song "Can't Stop the Feeling," which is a good song. Um, have it on my MP3 player. Yeah, and also a bunch of celebrities. Yeah, I think one of them gave one of them some their sunglasses. It was really nice, But when those regular people were there, all those movie stars, all those celebrities, they just sat there. Some of them just sat there in their chairs with their nose stuck up in the air, like they think they're better than these people. They act like their shit doesn't stink. And some of them were nice, and some of them are happy for them to be there. I don't know. Yeah. But turn out one of the regular people was a criminal. It was a guy, and he got busted for something when he went home. So yeah. Yeah. Los Angeles. That is one place I will never go to ever again. I'll go there to visit relatives, but I'm not gonna stay there for very long. I'll go there to visit relatives, but I'm not gonna live there. I'm not going to even bother associating with the people there. I'm probably just gonna completely just cross LA off my list. I know New York sucks, but LA sucks even worse. And I heard Seattle has the Seattle freeze where people won't talk to you at all. So I'm not going there either. And Barry, yeah, I went there to get on a cruise ship to sail to Alaska and Canada with my mom and dad and my sister. And this was back in 2013, the summer of I think the spring of 2013. Went to Juneau and Skagway, Alaska, then went to Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Then went back to Seattle, and I remember I was at this airport. I was buying some snacks and something for me and my sister. When my sister like forced me to go and buy her something at one of the snack shops there. I talked to a guy there who was stocking drinks, and he asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm from. I said, where you going? I said, I'm going to catch a flight to Dallas, Texas. And he said, what's going on? And I don't remember what I said to him. Then when I got to the checkout counter, there was this black girl there, and she had this angry look on her face. She didn't say anything. I mean, I said something to her when I was telling her what I was about to buy. She didn't say a word. She was tight-lipped, and she had an angry look on her face. So, yeah, I think that's the Seattle freeze right there. So, yeah. Jesus Christ, man. America is... God damn. This country sucks hard. It sucks. It sucks. Anyway, before I end this video, a guy named Brian Deebs, who been dropping comments on my videos, like not all the time. He came across one of my videos where I was talking about my dad and me losing it, going on a trip to Dallas with my parents, and my dad was bashing other countries around the world and bashing America, and he shot down me talking about if America stayed on as the 13 colonies, it would morph into a better country. And he told me that if it becomes that, like, we have to show our papers to cross borders, and we won't have freedom, and we hold these self-evidence that all men are created equal in the pursuit of life and the pursuit of happiness and all of that. Yeah. And Brian Deebs dropped a comment and said that see what he said. He said that this is coming from a guy who lived overseas in Europe, mainly France, I could tell that your father is wrong on everything. Me and you have to talk sometimes, Richard. Okay, Brian, if I how are we gonna talk? I mean, I'm having a hard time trying to start my Facebook page. I mean, we can talk through there, but I don't think you're not gonna talk through the comment sections on one of my videos. Seems that you're not into that. No. Just tell me a way that we can talk, and we can talk, Brian. Okay? Don't be all silent about it. Don't say nothing and just keep popping up and tell me that I'm getting how many subscribers you're working on. I mean, you're getting a lot of subscribers and you're getting close to 1,000. Okay? Yeah. So, that's all I gotta say. Los Angeles sucks. I'm not going there at all. Yes, LA sucks. I'm not going there at all. I'm staying away from that city. I'm just going there to visit relatives, and that's it. Okay, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike it. If you like the videos on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And hit the notification bell on your account or channel, and you'll see my new content popping up. Okay, this is the new Manchester saying this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.